Hi guys, and welcome to episode 5 of Race Girls Collective. Today we have me, Annie, we have Anika, and we have Constance, and we're going to be talking all about the European triple header and the coming up Canadian Grand Prix. So, where should we start, guys?
Which race was at the start of the European trip and had?
Imola.
Yeah, Loki, I need.
Trippin'. Imola was fun, I can't lie. I really do love the European triple header. Like just having that Imola, Monaco, Spain. Mwah. It's chef's kiss.
I
But we're
do.
not gonna have Imola anymore.
I know, and it's not even the Barcelona track anymore. It's going to be the Madrid one, isn't it?
Ugh.
So,
Ugh. Yeah.
mm.
But, in honor of the last ever Imola Grand Prix, what did we think? Because I thought it was pretty fun because we got another max win. There was
I
Yeah,
Loki.
so fun.
I don't even remember it.
I am pretty sure that was the race where everyone was like so certain Alex Albon would get a podium because he was
Yeah,
this close
Oh,
to getting
oh,
a
yeah,
podium.
because he came in fifth.
Yeah. And like, guys, if Saskia was here, she would be proud that we're bringing up Alex Albon.
Where is Saskia?
I do not know.
Isn't this her field day day?
Okay. But yeah, I liked Imola. I think I do have a bad memory anyways, but I do remember there was some drama. I just remember me not being happy because Ferrari didn't get a podium as
oh,
usual.
yeah.
Lewis Hamilton did pretty good for coming in fourth. Wasn't that his best this season?
Except for the China sprint race, then yeah.
Yeah.
But we don't count sprint races, it's fine. But I think it was good. I think, well, clearly it's not super memorable if we can't
No,
remember.
that's me. That's me, guys. I've had a busy few weeks, but
I
I.
just, I don't remember anything at all. And I should. But did you guys actually watch Monaco? Because I couldn't, because I was at Snetterton.
Yeah, I did.
Monaco. I watched Monaco. Yeah, it was good. I actually liked Monaco. Of course, it's never going to be like.
Yeah.
But as far as Monaco could get, last year was a for me in my see, how do I word this?
I
Obviously
feel
last
like
year was iconic.
I know what you're gonna
Last year
say.
was like iconic because of Charles's win. In my opinion, like that was like really peak.
Nothing
But in
can
terms
beat
of
last year's.
yeah, nothing, not even me as a McLaren fan, I think
Yeah.
last year the legacy and that like
Or Senna,
it
I
was
can't lie.
oh yeah.
Yeah, he
But
clocked.
I was just talking about in recent years, but yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it was like but last year in terms of actual racing was horrid. And this year it got a little bit better, but
There's
obviously
more
like
of a
like
variety. There isn't more of a variety because like every single race, it's been Lando, Oscar, Max.
Yeah. But I do feel like having six rookies, well, no, five rookies, because it was Franco Colapinto, not Jack Doohan. But I feel like having five rookies in Monaco is definitely something.
mm.
Um, and especially because in F2 the cars are a little bit smaller, so they might not all be used to it
But
because
you know,
Monaco, it's not really a track that you test on.
yeah, but did you see like in F2, I think it was last year, that like Dodge that
Tunnel,
Isaac did?
the
Yeah.
tunnel. Yeah.
Like I think that just shows that as much as the fact that they are rookies, like some people were like, "Oh my god, it's gonna be like horrid, like it's gonna be so bad." But some people like underestimated. I think, like
Yeah.
like they're still insane drivers. Also, what do you guys think of the people who say that Monaco should not be like a Grand Prix and it should be like a historic race instead? They should do like
You
a
know,
car.
you know what? I like Monaco because of the kind of like iconicness and the
Mhm,
history, and obviously because Charles Leclerc's my favorite driver, so I want to see him at his home race. I
mhm.
don't think it should be removed purely for like the iconic
It's
Yeah,
purpose.
Monaco, like it's the Monaco Grand Prix.
Like
exactly.
it
It's
draws
It's
Monaco.
people in.
iconic.
Like, even if
Yeah.
it's not always the best race, people are always going to talk about it. And, like, there's certain races, like maybe, I don't know, Hungary or something, or China is a little more forgettable than, say, Silverstone, Monza, Monaco. And I feel like Monaco's just always got to be there because of, like, the
Yeah.
history of it.
And as much as people say like, oh, it's boring, but that doesn't really stop people going because it's still like a huge event.
Yeah.
It's
You know what
like
I mean?
it's the main of the event of the year.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that weekend, I'm really mad about the calendar change because that weekend was the Indy 500 and the Monaco Grand Prix. Plus, there was like, I mean, this isn't a big event, but there was like touring cars, British F4.
Yeah.
I keep seeing people talking about the Coca-Cola 600. I don't know what that is. I've tried to research, but I don't know what it is. But
What?
apparently, it was on that weekend and it's really iconic. But I do love the Monaco Grand Prix. I feel
Yeah.
like, yes, it can be boring, but it shouldn't be removed. Because, like, oh my God, thoughts on the mandatory two pit stops?
I
Yeah,
mean,
I didn't watch the full race, but I watched the highlights, and I'm gonna get around to watching it soon when I have
it
time.
definitely it stirred some things up. Like, I guess that was
Mercedes forgetting about it.
I, that was a horrific watch. Not even as a Mercedes fan, just I felt the secondhand
Kim-
embarrassment I felt.
Yeah.
Kimmy, that was not a good triple header for Kimmy. Oh my god.
Oh yes, I do remember Imola was Kimmy DNFing. Sorry, that's really bad.
Yeah.
With his classmates there.
Mm-mm.
No.
And I can't exactly remember who it was. I think it was either Helmut Marko or Jacques Villeneuve. I think it was Jacques Villeneuve. But he was like, you shouldn't be bringing your friends to work
Oh,
or
I
something
saw
like
that.
that. Kimmy is an
Oh,
18-year-old kid. It's his first ever home Grand Prix. He's an F1 driver. Like, you know
Let
how
him.
many people have experienced that being an Italian F1 driver driving in Imola? Barely any.
And the fact that he did it because he can let his classmates get like a deeper insight into how things work and stuff like that. Like,
yeah.
what is like, how is it affecting you exactly?
Honestly,
Is it,
if
I thought,
I was classmates with an F1 driver and I wasn't an F1 fan, I really do think it would kind of get
Make
me
me an
into
F1 fan.
sport. Because, like, when if your friend supports like a football team or something, but you're not
yeah,
interested in football, sometimes you'll, keep up with the matches just for that. I mean,
yeah,
that's what I do because my best friends are all massive football fans and I'm not. But I feel
mm,
like I would actually love that. And not just saying like, oh yeah, I want my classmates to take me to a Grand Prix, but like I feel like that would be just really
no, I agree.
entertaining.
I think it
Like
was cool.
educating.
I think especially if you're like that close, like in the paddock, like it's not even just like general admission, like you really get immersed in everything. So how can you not become like a fan after that?
Yeah,
Um,
honestly.
have you guys seen what Nico Rosberg advised Lando Norris to do? He
No, wait, let me guess. Did he tell him to like retire if he won the world championship?
he
Or
said
did
that he
he
needs
did
to
he tell
work
him
on
to
it.
like fall out with his childhood best friend, beat each other to a chair?
He says that he needs to work on his mental state.
Whoa, Nico Rosberg said that. I mean,
Just needs to work on the mental side. No, but Nico Rosberg was really like not what's the word for like glazing, but it's like deserved. Like he is Lando's number one fan, no? Like all through the commentary on Sky F1, he was like he wasn't even saying like he wasn't saying anything about Oscar, even though Oscar was on pole. What race was this? I think it was
it was
the
insane. Because I
yeah.
remember when Max we're gonna talk about that later, but when Max crashed into George, he was like, "Whoa, Max! Max!" He was like
Yeah,
shouting.
this is what he said after the Spanish Grand Prix.
Wow. I feel like, okay, so this is going to start off sounding weird, but like, let me explain. So, of course, Lando is like, a lot of people see that he's like struggling with mental health and things, and people say that like he talks about it very openly. I fear he doesn't. Like, he talks about,
He
and things
doesn't.
normal drivers, but unless I'm wrong, I don't remember him actually saying anything direct about like him and his mental health and like helping
I think
people.
it might just be as part of like campaigns and stuff like that, but he hasn't actually like outwardly said anything. But he did that thing for like
Yeah.
mental health month and stuff like that. But I think that was sweet and it definitely inspired a lot of his fans. But honestly, like I think it's nice, but I feel really I don't know how to word this without sounding rude, but I really don't want to
I
sound
get
rude
you.
because I'm not saying he's not passionate about it, but I'm just saying like it's probably just PR.
Oh,
Like
wait, no, because after the Brazil race last year, if you see in some of the clips, he'll talk about how he didn't sleep for 3 days.
oh, okay, no,
Oh
no, I
yeah.
feel really bad. I wasn't talking about like that. I was talking like,
But
No, but
I
it's
feel
fine.
like
I
oh
get
it
where
would
you're
my
coming.
god,
almost be
no,
rude,
cut
but
that bit out. I didn't mean it like that.
No,
no, it's
because
fine.
everyone knows where you're coming from. The fact that it
Yeah.
does seem like I can see where you're coming from with that, but there has been a few times where he has talked about his mental state, but not as openly, which you can't really blame him for because of the amount of backlash that he's got for it over the past.
No, it's like
You
he
know,
can't
I
win. When he talks about his mental state, everyone's like he's just a baby. He's just trying to get like people on his side. But when he's open, but when he's closed off, people are like, oh, I know,
you
I
know,
agree.
I feel like this is not me calling people fangirls, but Lando is very romanticized. Like, and that's
Yeah,
not a criticism. That's a very good marketing. I mean, he's an attractive man. I can't deny that. That's not why I watch F1, but he is attractive. And I feel like when he says something, people will kind of
change that.
hear that and remember it. But also, if
Okay,
the
yeah.
driver, like, Gabriel Bortoleto, if he said something about struggling, people wouldn't acknowledge that as much because everyone likes to talk about, Lando and
The
everything.
hot
But,
driver at the time.
everybody's struggling. And I feel like just because he, like, bites his thumb or something doesn't mean that other people aren't struggling with their
Okay.
mental health too.
You worded that way better than I was trying to get across. Yeah, no, I
Oh my God.
agree.
Oh my God. The same
Yeah.
people who say that they're like, oh, Lando's mental health is really bad and I'm like happy that he talks about it. Not that that's wrong, but the same people who say that will be ableist towards Lance Stroll.
I
And it's
know.
it,
Real. Oh my god, I do not understand the Lance hate. I'm gonna be so real, guys. I think it's gotten so incredibly out of hand. Like, I understand if you hate on him for small things, like, oh, maybe he, like, in an instance, this is not me saying he's done something, but
yeah.
if he did something rude or he did a bad move on track that wasn't safe or, like, whatever, but people just, like, nitpick. And if he'll do, like, one thing in an interview, they'll be like, oh, he's so annoying, he's so ungrateful, he has no personality. But if you guys have seen like the clips of him in earlier interviews, like when interviewers were actually giving him the time of day, he was really enthusiastic. But I feel like he's just given up because he knows how everyone sees him, which
Yeah.
is
I feel
like,
like
fair.
I've said this before and I'll say it again. He shouldn't be in F1 currently. He should have retired around the time Seb Vettel did. But like he's got poles, he's got podiums, and that's more than some drivers can do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and have you guys seen his junior career? Like, there's no
Yeah,
denying that he's has talent. You can't. You can be a pay driver to an extent, but you can't. I understand his dad owns the team, but you physically cannot. There's no way you can be an F1 for this long if you are actually talentless. Like, do you know what I mean?
like if my dad owned, Ferrari, I wish, but like if my dad owned Ferrari and put me in an F1 seat, I
Yeah.
would probably die. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know how to drive, I don't have the strength. I would crash and like explode. So obviously he's talented enough. I feel like currently no, he should not be in F1, but that does not excuse like ableism and just like
It
Yeah.
doesn't mean that people should be nasty to him for no
yeah.
reason.
I
Yeah.
think like I'm not delicate. Like you can hate on a driver, you can say that you don't like their style or something that they've
But
said.
don't send them death threats.
Yeah, it's a competitive sport, it's fine, but there's no need to be, sending death threats or being, ableist or racist or anything like that. Anika has gone on mute. I think someone's in her room, so we can ignore that. But I
I think
think now is a very good time to speak about Spain.
The
sorry.
Spanish
Yeah.
Grand Prix. Sorry.
So, is there anything else to talk about? first, or are we going to go
Spanish.
straight to that incident? I think we should go straight to that incident.
Whenever something is not going his way, he lashes out with
Out.
Unnecessary
This is
unnecessary
anger.
anger.
people are letting him get away with murder. Real quotes from George
Oh
Russell.
Flipping heck, George Russell needs to put his pamper pants back up because that is insane. I don't
my.
care if people are gonna come for me for saying that, but genuinely, you are a grown man. There are children going through worse than that. And I get that the crash could have been fatal, but have you not seen the kids in UK schools?
I think so at the same time, but I
The
think
crash
like
was
I,
not
I
okay.
don't hate
Move
him
was
for
not
it.
justified, but oh my goodness, it's just Max does something wrong and people are like attacking him and like the move wasn't okay, but seriously, Max is portrayed as way more violent than he actually is.
Has he got a
GTS
boyfriend?
propaganda worked. The Drive to Survive propaganda worked too well because I agree he's over villainized so much.
I've seen people saying he's gonna like hurt his family, and I'm like, that is
Nah.
not okay. That is not.
They're trying to pull a father like son card.
Have you seen
Whoa!
how he acted with Penelope?
Yeah,
What?
He's
like
so sweet.
Max
Oh
is
my
a
goodness,
sweetie.
and people were sending hate threats to Penelope because
What?
she blew out her cousin's birthday candles, who's 1 year old. Bearing in
Excuse
mind, she
me,
went up to Max's sister, I think it was Victoria's kid's
Victoria.
birthday, and she went up to her and she was like, "Hey, can I please like help the kid blow out the candles?" Because she's like 1 year old. She was like, "Of course." To the fact where Victoria had to step in and comment on some of the videos, being like, "That didn't happen. I don't know why you're saying like
That
Penelope's
is
a
a
rat."
child. Come on, people do that when you're a child. Like I'm pretty sure my cousins all do that to me. Like, do I care?
But
No.
saying,
Like
but saying
people. I'm saying like people will hate someone for whatever, or even they'll hate someone for no reason. Then they'll like make things up out of nothing just so they have an outlet for their hate. Like it's not.
Honestly, I think Mac like that move, that like purpose. I think it was purposeful. Driving into George, like it's not okay. I cannot think of a reason why he would well do that except for maybe being a bit angry about a possible penalty or move.
there
But
is
that
talk,
doesn't mean like there's a line, you know?
yeah, there is talk that he was trying to get banned from racing so he can spend some time with his kid.
I do not think
I
that
don't think that's true.
that is so silly.
I think he would just go on his own accord if he wanted to do that.
There's no way. Like, even if you're a four-time world champion, you know how like treasured an F1 seat is, and you know it's not something you just
Mess around
give
with.
up lightly. Like,
And I'm sure that's not the legacy you would want to leave.
no,
That
like honestly, I, you know, the whole sequence of events. So it was a safety car because of something. And then it was, after the safety car ended, it was Charles going into Max and then Max moving back and then George going into Max or something like that. And it was definitely very
yeah.
interesting. I think he shouldn't have done that. I just think he should have raced a bit, mm, not as aggressively. And he does have an
Yeah.
aggressive racing style. He's one of my favorite drivers, but like I do admit, he's very aggressive on track, and that's a good thing sometimes. But that
Yeah.
move was
I
just
don't
a bit,
think
it was a bit silly.
I don't think that part is up for debate. Like his move was not. It was not, but
Yeah,
It
but
was
it's
not okay.
aftermath of it that's more like
It
people
could
just say these things.
the move could have ended up so much more badly than it did.
Yeah, definitely. I just
And
I
it's
think
not
maybe that's
like
what I'm mad about. I think they're like, how did he let that his anger get in the way of like racing? Because obviously it could have ended up so much worse. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I think people are like, how could he not just like leave it and control it? Do you know what I mean? But
yeah. I feel like there are rules in racing, and some of them I don't agree with, but there are rules, and there's things you can do and things you can't do. And that was just like what? Just what? But also, I don't think he deserves any of the hate that he's gotten because of it. Like maybe being a bit angry, like, oh my God, why would you do that or something? Like, if your favorite driver is George, you're not going to be happy. But I just think calling him like a violent person, like with his family, is just not okay.
Like trying
Yeah,
to
why
make
does it need
someone
to
out
bring
to
that into
be an abuser.
It's Max Verstappen, guys. It's just the people who have been more successful always going to get more hate because Lewis Hamilton, Lando Norris. Well, I'm not saying Lando Norris is the most successful, but I'm saying like on the grid currently. Lando Norris started to win, people started to hate him.
Bro, my
Lewis
friends,
Hamilton,
Yeah, more
Max Verstappen
yeah,
won his
more
first championship, people hated him. It's gonna
yeah.
happen, but it sometimes just goes too far.
my
I
friend's
think when
stepdad has personal beef with Lewis Hamilton.
personal.
Oh,
This is like going back a few years ago. Lewis Hamilton used to be his favorite driver, and this guy paid a lot of money to go into this meeting group with Lewis Hamilton. And then Lewis ditched. Like at
oh,
the last second, he was like, "Sorry, Lewis isn't available right now."
see, I would
No,
cry.
Yeah,
I
this
would.
guy has
Oh,
fully personal beef. He was going on about it to me at the first race of the season. He was like, Lewis is a great driver. Just don't like what he did. And I was like, what did he do? And he was like, he ditched. And I was like, nah.
oh,
okay, so this is my favorite part. So in Miami, the F1 Academy race was postponed because of the rain. So we have three this weekend, and
Yeah.
I
no,
love
guys, I
Academy.
can't watch any of them. Too much
No,
I'm
we'll
missing.
update you.
This is like such a good weekend for racing. I'm fuming, but I'll
And
be like watching on my phone.
How are you
I
getting to Spain? Are you flying?
Yeah, I'm flying tomorrow morning.
well, you're a few weeks too late. You should have gone to the race.
I was just saying that, and there was an original date for the trip, and it was literally like the week after the Grand Prix. I was like, I should just like try and stick around, see if I could find, but no, it's a bit late.
But I'm so excited for Canada. Like, yes, for the F1 race, but also for F1 Academy because I just love F1 Academy so much. But
I
Literally
know.
blazing F1 Academy right now.
I
No,
just
but
love it.
I think I more like it for the girls and the culture and the atmosphere and what it
Yeah,
promotes,
yeah,
rather than as much as I'm saying, I don't mean don't take it in the wrong way, but
I get you.
rather than the actual racing, but like
There's
I think the
safety cars.
community.
Safety cars every lap.
Yeah.
And like it's not those girls, it's not their driving. It's just, you know, yeah. And
Yeah.
it's not like it's just F1 Academy. It's like in F because they're driving F4 cars. I went to my first no, my second F4 race a few weeks ago and it was like red flagged on lap one or like safety car on lap one or something like that. People were like spinning off everywhere. So it's not because they're girls,
Yeah.
but
I hate
I think the
that.
way F1 Academy is promoted is just like amazing. Because
Oh, I love it.
if you simplify it all the way down, it's just people driving F4 cars, well, girls driving F4 cars. But the way that they've like partnered with F1 and they've got like Charlotte Tilbury
Oh,
and
that is my favorite Charlotte Tilbury and partnership.
and all
So
of that, Tommy Hilfiger, I think they've done it so, so well.
I
And
agree.
also, obviously, because it's like females in motorsport, I'm gonna support it. Wait, no, that came out wrong. Like, okay, if someone is a female in motorsport, but they're an absolutely horrible person, I'm not gonna support them. But majority of the time, if a female has not done something bad, I'm always gonna support them. Like, I don't even care.
Have you
Like,
guys watched the series?
yes,
Yeah.
it's I well, well. So I love the exposure, and I did love
The
watching
first
it, but
episode about
it is very Drive to Survive. Like,
the
I
first
think
episode about Bianca, her trainer.
I think portraying Bianca as like a social media addicted girl who's like too focused on her influencing that she like can't drive. And this is a podcast, so you guys cannot see, but I did like air quotes on the can't drive, just to clarify. I genuinely think it's sexist.
I think it's
Like,
actually disgusting that they would do that because, quite frankly, nobody talks about the fact that Lewis posts thirst trap on his story, do they? No one
Yeah,
discusses the fact about Lando streaming. Nobody says, "Oh, they can't drive."
It's okay when, like Alex
Yeah,
Albon's chronically online, but the second Chloe Chambers makes a joke, they hate on her.
It's okay
yeah.
the fact that Alex Albon has a whole entire shrine account on TikTok for his pets. But as
Yeah,
soon as Bianca posted TikTok being like day in the life, she gets slandered.
Yeah, I feel
but
like
at the same time, I think the hate may possibly stem from a point of view where she isn't performing the best, even in her second year of F1 Academy in comparison to some of the other girls. But I think people use the fact that she's like on social media as like an outlet to be like, oh, she doesn't care. Whereas I think it just makes it even more impressive that
yeah,
she's upholding that image and racing.
She's
I
But
feel like
I do
promoting
think,
the sport.
but also I think some people I've seen online, some people get annoyed how Bianca is like she was like the face of the F1 Academy. She was like on the poster. And a lot of the times when they're promoting like women in motorsport, they choose her because she has a lot of a fan base. And
see,
people are annoyed saying that there's better, maybe drivers that are performing better that could be chosen. But like she has a social media presence and she's literally a driver as well. Like,
yeah, see,
Yeah.
I'm not annoyed about that. Like, I feel like promoting like, Abby Pulling or Dorian Pan, like I would prefer that, but also I know that like the marketing matters. And if you have a strong social presence, you're gonna be pushed forward. But you have to be talented to, sign with McLaren, drive in single seaters, let alone like F4 cars and stuff like that. Like, of course, she's talented to get, podiums and
yeah,
stuff. I do feel like she has lots of fans because of her, social media presence,
Yeah.
because she's literally beautiful, because she partners with like Quadrant and McLaren. So that kind of having a relationship, like a professional relationship with Lando Norris also makes her more popular.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
she's amazing. I'm not
I love
taking away
her.
from that at all.
yeah. I think, I forgot what I was going to say. Never mind.
Okay. Do you want to talk about the Canadian Grand Prix? Because I think we're going to wrap it up soon. So,
Mm-hmm.
how are we feeling about Canada? What are our predictions?
I'm going to
See
say,
a Lando and Oscar podium again.
I would say the
No
same.
way! Lando and Oscar on the podium?
I'm hopeful to George Russell
No!
finish.
Do you know what? That's not even unreasonable because he's been loving like sneaking on onto the podium when
Yeah.
the attention's even not on him. Like he's had an underrated consistent season.
Who?
Well, I don't think it's gone unnoticed because he's been brought into the spotlight after Spain. George Russell.
Ah, yeah. I think genuinely, I want to see an Alex Albon podium so bad, and it's not
Please.
even
Never gonna get
unrealistic.
one.
It could happen.
Guys,
Like,
I also
I'm
want to see
locking in
a
now
podium.
that Alex Albon is gonna get a podium in Silverstone.
Oh
yes!
my god, I would actually cry.
Hey,
Imagine
no,
Oscar,
Spa.
Lando,
Spa,
Alex.
please.
No,
Spa, please.
Lando first for Silverstone.
I know, but I'm going to Silverstone and I love Oscar. So, but I just know that, yeah, I get you. Majority of fans at Silverstone are either Lewis or Lando, so the atmosphere would be like electric. So I guess either way around is fine. Lando, Oscar, Oscar, Lando.
I
I would
feel
just
like
like to see Lando win his home race.
I
I feel
would like to see that as well. It's just because obviously Oscar is my
yeah,
favorite,
I
so
feel like
I would like to be
a
race.
lot of races you go to, it's a mix of fans. Like even if you go to Spain, there's not like a ton of like Alonso and Sainz fans compared to
Yeah,
everyone else. But it's like when you go to Monza and when you go to Silverstone, it's McLaren, it's Mercedes, Monza, it's all Ferrari. It's like
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
if
know what
you're
I find?
if
Sorry.
you're a McLaren fan or you're a fan of like Lewis Hamilton, George Russell, Silverstone is the race to go
Yeah,
to. Even if you're
I
not
agree.
British, that is where the
But
full-on
yeah,
orange vibes are. And the
it's
orange
like
likes McLaren, not Max.
it's so funny how people hate on like Lando fangirls for like wearing merch and supporting Lando, but the majority, if not 99% of Lando Norris fans at Silverstone were middle-aged men wearing the jerseys and the caps and the neon papaya. Like I am telling you, you are underestimating how many people that are not teenage girls are in his fan base. My dad is a Lando fan. My friend's dad is a Lando fan. Like he is not just liked by teenage girls. He's liked because he's a good driver, because he's charismatic. That's why my dad likes him actually.
Like a lot
Because
of
he,
people are like, he's a young British driver. He's driving for McLaren, which is such an iconic team. Of course, people are going to support him. Of course,
I
it's
know.
Lando's
I
attractive.
I hate when you get hated on for liking a popular driver. Like, there's a reason why they're popular.
Like, my bad.
Have you,
Sorry,
have you
guys, I
thought that?
didn't support someone who does one karting race, never step foot in an F1 car, and they are my favorite. Like, sorry. But yeah, I think, I mean, this is no surprise. I think Charles is gonna win. I think Yuki Tsunoda is gonna come second, and I think Jack, because I don't care if he's not racing.
So we're going
Loki,
for
I'm here
hopes
for
and
that.
dreams.
Jack will
Yeah.
spawn
I
and get
honestly reckon Logan Sargent first.
Are you
Yay!
kidding? Yeah, Logan's gonna swoop in on an eagle and win the race.
Yeah, I'm telling you now that's
Yes.
gonna happen.
So
Yeah.
guys, Canadian Grand Prix, watch out for Logan and Jack, okay? But
I'm
that
gonna
was
get you.
our very chaotic triple header, F1 Academy, Lando Norris, Canada, like
And obviously this is gonna be uploaded an hour and a half before the Grand Prix, I'm fairly sure, because the Grand Prix is at 9:30 Britain time. So
8.
you guys can tell us if we're right or wrong.
Yeah, tell us.
Oh, that's a really late race. So the Grand Prix is at 10:30 p.m. It would be like European time, sorry.
Yeah, but tell us your thoughts, tell us what you're thinking, and we will see you in the next episode.
Which is
Mwah.
gonna be a very special episode.
Yes, it will
Very,
be.
very special.
Now, bye
Bye.
everyone.